Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. I'm the Mysterious JG. I'd planned to do a little off-screen mining and stuff, but an anomaly was detected that dragged me in to recording. So I'll do at least a video or two. I already did a video, so I guess this would be two. I'll probably end up doing more. I don't know. But we can now afford the Krogan shotgun, which means that Rex, or Grunt rather, excuse me, can proceed with the shotgun challenge of Doc Hendricks. So, I guess it makes sense that the crashed freighter's base is in the same system. I mean, does that make sense? Well, I mean, there's Mass Effect relays. Yeah, but apparently this thing was just kind of flying around within this one system. It wasn't outside of... Well, this is a solar system outside of this cluster. Whatever. It was doing interstellar because it was flying between systems, but apparently it wasn't doing intercluster, or however you call these groups of stars that are together and with only one Mass Effect relay per group. So here is the Jarahi station. Site intel retrieved. Location coordinates, blah blah. Data mining confirms the last reported location of merchant freighter MSV Corsica as the Jarahi station in the Strabo system. Possibility exists that clues pertaining to the anomaly that caused the mass malfunction of the mechs aboard Corsica can be found aboard the Jarahi station. Do we care? We might care, folks. It seems like the mechs went crazy and started killing everybody, and we probably want to make sure that that doesn't start happening a lot. I don't remember this one actually. I remember the landing fight bit, but I don't remember this one. But I'm guessing that we're going to be fighting a lot of mechs. And our two guys who don't have an extra appearance for her yet. That's weird. Why do I have one for Garrus? Was this... I didn't get DLC on this. You get another appearance for people when they become loyal. Garrus, as weird as this sounds, is not actually loyal yet. Even though we fought with this in the last game. We haven't done what you need to do in this game to get his loyalty. But for some strange reason, he still has an alternate outfit. But yeah, these two have a love-hate relationship with Miranda. I like the idea that they throw in a female character who's like intelligent and capable and no nonsense, but they kind of go too hard to make her a sex object. But and I always like having Garrus around. But in this mission, I'm gonna go with these two because they should both have overload. They should both be good against mechs. Oddly enough, Dr. Solus, despite being like Mr. Technology Science Man, doesn't really have particularly good anti-mech weapons. Like if I was fighting the Geth, I would bring, out of my current choices, I would bring Garrus and Miranda. So, well, he doesn't have overload, but now he does. And she has kind of a shitty version of overload, like because I guess I chose it as the last thing I was gonna max out. So I'm in the middle of talking about how they have overload, but they both actually have the weakest version of it that you can get. But still, I'm gonna go with biotics for her primarily. But you know, level 1 overload is better than nothing. I see dead people. Welcome to Castlevania. Pretty creepy. Oh, see, even when she's out of into the place with no atmosphere, we have to be able to see her sexy head. So she gets like a little mini face mask, whereas everybody else has full helmet. So I hope that this place doesn't depressurize and her eyes don't pop out of her head and explode. But it was important that we be able to see how sexy she is, folks. Locked by Station VI. Yeah, so the VI went berserk and is evil. That's basically what happened here. Kadar. Read. Dr. Galwin, at my suggestion, we have cut power to all systems save critical life support in hopes that disabling these systems will deny the VI the resources she needs to kill us. Well, there's your problem right there. You gave your VI a gender. Now it's got these ideas that it's alive. This is a temporary solution. We cannot last this out on our own. Dr. Tailspin. 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 Oh, we go, tailspin. Okay, that's enough. Door locked by station VI. Lost power! Can restore power, but I imagine that's a plot event which will lead to stuff coming to kill me. I don't know why we think it's a good idea to restore power if this VI is going around murdering everybody. Oh, I guess to the docking area. Otherwise, apparently we can't get back to the ship.
Docking area power restored. Intruders are requested to report to the cargo doors for immediate removal from station.
Sounds reasonable. Doesn't this allow us to leave? No, that door's still closed. It opened the door to combat. I suppose it's possible we're not going to fight. We're going to try to reason with it. I don't have... oh, you know, I don't have any kind of artificial intelligence crew members. And now that I think about it, it might have been interesting to come do this mission later. There's a party member we're going to get later who it seems like he'd be really interesting to take on certain missions, but...
You are not authorized to be in this area.
But by the time you finally get them in your party, the time crunch is on, and if you delay finishing the game from that point, it actually affects the ending. Dr. Gowan, my firm belief is that the VI is paranoid about the possibility of infection. Its current homicidal behavior is likely out of an inflated desire to keep us from shutting it down. I believe that the VI is malfunctioning and that it believes our equipment to be infected by a virus. If we continue to try to shut her down, she will keep trying to destroy us. Maybe our only recourse is just do nothing and convince her that we're not a threat. That's probably the central core, whatever, the research lab. Again, I'm going to do all the looting I can before I advance the plot.
Research area power restored. Beam engaged. Testing area has been locked down according to protocol M29-2.
Okay, so there's different computers.
Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned.
So there's some kind of mini game going on here.
Reflective armor
I don't know
prototype
exactly what
repositioned.
I'm supposed to be doing with these.
Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned.
I'm sure, yeah, I'm supposed to be somehow guiding it from one of these to another. Oh, this is going to zap it right into my face.
Reflective armor prototype repositioned.
I don't know why I'm doing this, but this is clearly a mini game where I am meant to get the laser flying around to all the different mirrors, and then something cool and awesome will happen.
Testing area has been unlocked.
Okay, so that was what I was supposed to do,
All
I
personnel
guess.
take this opportunity to leave the station immediately.
So now I'm going to have baddies coming after me? No, still not. Let's check this out. Living quarters. Not hindquarters, headquarters. Oh, I forgot to set my dang timer again. Oh well, I'm gonna have to take a rough guess at when this video's been going for 30 minutes. The mess hall. It's a hot mess in here. Attention all docks personnel. We are expecting a shipment of mech parts from the Hane Kadar facility on Kapek, Haskins Tight Nebula. Make sure the VI knows to accept a docking request from the freighter MSB Corsica. So now I'm thinking that the VI got paranoid and it started killing the crew because it didn't want to be shut down. Probably the people on the Corsica found out, so it hacked their mechs. Like, I think ultimately this thing.
Fatalities on this station in the last week. Remember, safety is everyone's responsibility.
Probably the VI is just freaking out, just trying to find a way to stay alive, or you know, as close to alive as it can get, being a VI. Alright, so I don't really know what coming in here accomplished. This door is still so we just have to wander around this station poking at stuff in the right sequence. Alright, detecting the station. Mainframe is locked down for security purpose. Alright, so I'll get to engineering. That's the next place to go. I haven't already been. No combat so far.
Plasma venting in progress. Attempting to reach the maintenance controls will most likely result in serious injury or death.
What? Oh, my crewmates are getting murdered by plasma. Kennings, I'm positive that the trouble with our VI started after the Corsica docked with us. Tailson is looking into the VI itself. In the meantime, I need you to go through the logs and find out everything that was on that ship. Got some credits. My friends have finally showed up in here, not dead. Some more credits. Extra credit. I think there was a plasma vent right there, yeah. Cloaking will probably not aid against the plasma, but it might be fun.
Yeah, lost shields.
And my crew is dead. I lost shields, but at least I'm alive. That's more than I could say for them. She told us serious injury or death.
All attempts to decontaminate station have failed. Require more power to escalate defenses. Maintenance area power restored.
Good job. You are my friend. I don't hate you anymore. Let's watch them get killed. Are we done with the venting thing? Alright, so the deadly vent minigame has ended. Somehow restoring power means that there's no longer evil death plasma flying around.
You have been identified as a hostile intruder.
No, I'm a good guy. I'm helping you out here. Seriously, what the fuck, lady? Okay, so that door is still closed. Maybe that's the last place we're supposed to go. I don't really know. Let's power! Hey, wait a second. I already... We restored the... I don't know. See, we still can't get in here. This is just like a mini game. We're not actually doing anything with this. So, this exciting mission consists mostly of wandering around back and forth trying to find the right ways to go. The VI mainframe is in there. So our ultimate mission is probably to shut it down. Seems sad that you're killing something which has achieved some form of sentience, but I mean, it's already killed a couple of people. But then again, it killed them because it thought that they were trying to kill it.
Living area power restored.
I guess we were supposed to restore power here, and
The
didn't.
living area doors have been closed to quarantine a threat to this station. Advise intruders to engage self-destruct procedures to avoid death by starvation.
See, it's kind of her. She's thinking of us. She doesn't want us to die by starvation because, you know.
3 doors enabled. 3 doors enabled. 2 doors enabled.
Oh, it's another mini game
5 doors enabled.
that I just won without actually figuring out how it worked. Okay. So there was a personal locker. More credits. I love robbing the dead. So that mini game was all about getting a couple hundred credits. Not sure there's much more to it than that, but so I made sure to bring anti-mech crew.
All intruders intentionally violating quarantine are requested to exit the station immediately.
But it looks like I didn't need them.
Hub area power restored. Central mainframe access granted. Docked vessel detected. Attempting to upload central programming into docked vessel's mainframe.
Well, hopefully Edie is able to prevent that, because I think we just won this mission.
Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area.
Shut up,
This is
Avina.
a secure zone. Please leave this station immediately. I regret to inform you that all attempts to defend the station have failed. Shutting down security protocols.
Okay, so that was it, I guess. No combat actually required. No gimmicks needed, Chris Candido. So I did the thing with the thing. I got a very small amount of experience. Got some credits. Found a little bit of iridium. Not a whole lot going on with that. That was just like a little side mission. And considering that nobody spoke at any point during that mission, I had my little brief heartburn over, oh no, there's a point later where, without spoiling it too much, we'll have like a kind of a robot type character. But for anybody who doesn't know the story, I'll just leave it at that. That we'll have sort of.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
But yeah, I was like, oh, I should have brought them along for this mission. Maybe they would have said something about, you know, this thing is just much right to live as I am, but no, nobody said anything ever, so I don't think there was any dialogue triggers, regardless of who your characters were. So let's read our unread message. From Edie. Information received. Planet information. Capek Haskin System Type Nebula. Data from the quarantine VI at Jarahi Station indicates that a possible source of the VI virus outbreak is a Hane Kadar facility on the planet Capek. Coordinates have been downloaded to the galaxy map. So, in fact, this ain't over. There is more to be done, and we might as well do it. So we found a little like string of connected mini missions. That's kind of cool. So the mass relay. At this point, I think our best bet is to actually fly to the mass relay and get to the main map, because it seems like it's this Hane Kahar whatever facility is not in this system. So it costs money to make money, folks. You go mining, you have to buy probes, and you end up spending fuel, because you don't just hang out in the systems that are right there with the what do you call it? Mass Effect relay. So even though we should be, you know, we should be trying to help our buddy Zaid and trying to recruit the brutal ex-convict Nails. Instead, we're going to disable the infected production line, just so that I can feel like we've taken this little plot line all the way through. Now, maybe this one I should be waiting until I have my robot crew member, but again, the frickin' robot crew member's it's a damn trap trying to use him in any interesting missions, because by the time you get him, you have a limited number of missions you're allowed to take before you work towards the bad ending. Because although right now we have all the time in the world to just putz around, eventually plot things are going to trigger, and we would have to set out to trigger them. But the end game, the beginning of the end game, is something you control. But once you get that started, you get a crew member at that point. You don't have them during the kind of free roam sandbox portion of the game, and it's frustrating because you can't use them on a lot of stuff, because once the end game triggers, you only have so much time to complete the game before you lose your opportunity to get the best ending. Because it's like, you know, game's supposed to be freaking over. Why are you still going around freaking fighting rogue VIs that have nothing to do with the collectors? So stay away. What are you doing?
I have found something.
Anomaly detected. Surface scans detect mech production facilities matching the registration parameters of Hane Kadar Corporation. Cao Corporation. Facility reports emergency lockdown at this location. Personal scans report no living beings detected. Hazard scans show a large number of virus-infected mechs quarantined within the facility. Deactivation of the primary production line controls should disrupt the creation of additional infected mechs. So now I guess we'll get a chance to use our awesome anti-mech technologies and overload skills to pay the overload bills. Although now, this video is going to end up going long if I try to finish this mission. Let me, at the risk of boring you guys while you stare at the screen, I'm going to switch my inputs and see how long the video is. Yeah, I've only got about 8 minutes, really. But we don't have to work too hard in making our decisions here, because we already agonizingly work through who would be our best squad guys to use. Experience the next level 38. So we'll probably level up from doing this mission. And honestly, overload had been my bottom priority for these guys anyway, so. So this place is going to be full of infected men. Oh. It's an interesting view there. Seriously, she must... I mean, doesn't she get, like, inner thigh rub from wearing clothing that's that tight? I don't know. Real pretty grass. So yeah, I would expect combat this time. Pretty sure I'm already hearing mech noises.
Authorized for lethal force.
Oh, it's those silly looking dog mechs.
And stay there.
No, I don't want to get the Fenris mech. It's almost dead already. So, when you get the Dominate skill as your bonus skill, you can do this to biologicals, and it's really silly. I mean, it's the same exact thing. They start glowing, and then... I can't use Incinerate on them. Weird. Stay down, Garrus. Jeez.
Rerouting power.
I rerouted the power to Trumpy. away. Looking for loots in all the wrong places. Looking for loots. Come on, door. Fuck you, door! That's from Wet. See, you can't just watch one of my LPs. You have to watch all 8 billion videos on my channel, or you won't understand what I'm talking about. Preferably in the order that I uploaded them. Alright, so I'm gonna save the game here. Because we've got to do this. Okay, that guy just blew himself up, that's fine. In case we blow this game, I usually save. Attention, blah 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 recall notice. Our new circuit board supplier has issued an immediate recall on the blah 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 obedience processor, which has been found to cause systematic breakdown of associated component. We've begun search for a new supplier. In the meantime, discontinue use of the blah blah. FYI, we lost contact with the Corsica. After you expressed concern, I checked the logs, and indeed the mechs and parts they picked up contained the recalled OPUs. We know that Corsica was headed for Jarahi station in the Strabo system, but we can't seem to contact them. I hope they're all okay, but I think we've done all we can do at this point. Phew, you're not really trying that, are you? Dr. Tali'Zorah, I'm getting reports of mechs coming off our production lines and assaulting workers. Some of them even seem to be self-destructing at random. Even units not initially installed with a faulty OPU are showing signs of viral infection. We're looking at a potential facility-wide catastrophe here. We are containing this as best we can, but we can't keep this suppressed much longer. When Dr. Rochelle learns about this, heads will roll. Mine will not be one of them. Because I'm going to kill her first. Dr. Tarzan, Dr. Rochelle has ordered a complete lockdown. You are hereby ordered to seal the production line access corridor from the rest of the facility. Is Dr. Rochelle one of those people who wants to be casual, so you get to go by first name, but they're also a bit stuck up about the doctor thing, so they make you call them doctor and then their first name? I had a college professor who did that. Total ass. It's like, oh, I'm not stuck up about being a doctor. You can use my first name, but call me doctor. My first name. Okay, so I want to say it's a she. I mean, I guess Rochelle could be somebody's last name. I realize that doing this will seal me and any workers who remain inside with the malfunctioning mechs. This does not affect your orders. It has been an honor to work with you. Chief Sanders is pretty badass. He's got the big ones. It's the emergency exit. If I just decide I don't care about this mission anymore, I go that way. Save the game because I actually Answer me, Shepard. Or Miranda. Garrus says we can find out in this game, and the next game, if you're FemShep. He got a thing for the human ladies. I'm not sure why he was off limits in the first game. They kind of liberalized who you're allowed to fuck in Nut 2 and 3. But yeah, it's not unthinkable. Garrus might have a little thing for Miranda. He definitely gets into FemShep if you take the right dialogue choices. Dr. Tali'Zorah located. I've located the Asari, Dr. Tali'Zorah, in the production line access corridor. We've set up a barricade and disabled access to the rest of the corridor. Officer, proceed to objective. Chief, I secured Dr. Tali'Zorah, and I'm heading into the warehouse to access the production line control room. I'll update you once I'm in. Warehouse breached. Chief, I'm in the warehouse. It seems pretty empty, sir. I can see the control room just above the storage area. It might need a few minutes. But I'm sure I can get that main facility line shut down. Why are we so worried about protecting Dr. Tali'Zorah? Her life worth more than yours because she's an Asari? Don't go in for that bullshit. Just because they can live 1,000 years doesn't mean they're entitled to not get killed by robots. Okay. Fenris mech's coming, so... Hacksaws. Hey, hacksaws! Fenris mechs are kind of silly. I don't think they show up in the next game. I think somebody realized that, like, robot dogs are dumb. Having trouble aiming my hacksaws
And stay there.
because I'm trying to steal element 0 here. Like, I'm trying to loot and you guys are attacking me, and it's not fair.
Taking heavy fire.
Well, not that heavy. I'll be a wimp.
We've been spotted.
I'm also really just not into using my sniper rifle, if I can help it. Jeez. I thought I had stuff between me and him, but... Sorry, Garrus. Garrus actually and Miranda did all the work there. It really wasn't a particularly effective warrior in that fight. I seem to have totally missed with the hacking. I guess I accidentally hacked the railing that's between me and them. I don't know. Usually I like to use Inferno on guys to save sniper rifle ammo, but...
Concussive shot ready.
More universal. It's just not working because of the damn railing. Silly as this sounds, I can't hack them because there's a railing in the way. So I'm really just trying to find stuff that's not gonna... Apparently, well, the Inferno grenade managed to get down there. It doesn't do very much damage to them, but... Oh, it actually didn't reach them at all. It's like... I might have a better shot at hacking from here.
Concussive shot ready.
Fine, I'll use my damn sniper rifle.
Look out!
Not that one.
Missed completely. Rerouted the power to Trumpy.
There we
Alright,
go.
well, I'll let you finish that one. I think I got the loot that was over here. This is primarily a combat zone, not a loot zone. Hope some of you fuckers dropped ammo. There's like one shot. But where were they? Oh.
New targeting orders acknowledged.
Oh, I'm like right in their faces.
Warning, attack
Rerouting power to Trumpy. Yeah, I need to get out of here.
requesting assistance.
This is where they were all clustered, because this is those stairs, but...
Alert.
A loser. A lame.
Rerouting power.
To Trumpy. No, I was gonna punch it to death. Yeah, I was trying to find where they were all clustered, because I figured I could get some ammo. But this is where there were like 3 or 4 of them wandering around right here. Apparently one of them dropped one thermal clip. Sons of bitches. Rerouting power to Trumpy.
New targeting orders acknowledged.
Yeah, I know they do. I got it covered, honey. Alright, folks, I'm calling it a video. Because this one's going to be probably a little too long to finish in one video. You know, what with the fact that we already finished a mission in this video. So when we come back, we will continue to reroute the power to Trumpy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. This is Mysterious JG. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.